What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So yesterday I went to the bins, crazy haul. Probably have $600-700 worth of stuff, all good brands and items to look for. I'm gonna pack up a few items. I got 4 items that I gotta get ready for the mailman. So let me show you the 4 things I'm gonna pack up. There's some good money makers that were very lightweight, found at the bins, very minimal cost. And then we're gonna go through the hard goods portion of the haul. 16 items, all good name brands, things to look for, things that will make you money. Alright, first item I'm going to pack up are 2 Ray-Ban eyeglass/sunglass cases. I find these pretty often at the bins. I just put both of these on my scale. It weighs 3.5 ounces. And I've broken down my bins cost, which is $1.92 per pound plus tax. And it comes out 12 cents per ounce. So these cost me, let's call it 4. They cost me 48 cents, sold for $15.75. And I just put these into a little plastic bag, and it'll go into a little eBay 6x9 bubble envelope, first class weight. It'll be like 4 or 5 ounces. Next item going out is this Russell. It's a vintage Russell. Here's the tag on my shadow. This is from like the 70s, that label. And I took an offer of $31 on this. It actually took a long time for this to sell, probably like 6-8 months. So I took the offer of 31. I think I had it listed like 40. And this is just going to go into 11x9 vinyl bag. It's first class weight. It's a smaller, it's a medium sweatshirt. It's like 10-11 ounces. Next item I got going out are these eyeglass frames, and the brand is Oakley. You can see the O on the side. Found these at the bins, just laying in the bottom. Eyeglass frames are always good sellers. These sold for $36. I had them listed for like 40, 42. And again, these probably weigh like 3 ounces. Cost me 50 cents, if that. Probably free, because at the bins it's not going to tip the scale up until the next weight class. So basically free, lightweight stuff that makes good money. Now I keep a bunch of eyeglass cases. I have Ray-Bans, as you see, all different brands. I have a Coach, Ralph Lauren, and I have some plain ones. So I'll find one that fits that right. I'm not going to give the good ones because I do list, as you just saw, the Ray-Bans and stuff. But I'll check the plain ones and I'll find the case for it. And that's how it's going to protect it in shipping. I don't have to worry about boxing it, because in the hard shell eyeglass case, I just wrapped the tissue paper around the glasses inside the case. Then I put the case inside this little bubble envelope, 6x9 eBay, and perfectly safe. I've done it many, many times. All right, I went through all my cases, and I actually have an Oakley case. And these glasses do fit in there. So, perfect. And they'll get a nice Oakley case with their Oakley glasses. And as you can see, I just wrapped tissue paper around the glasses so they're not banging around at all inside the case. Close the case, good to go inside the bubble mailer. All right, the 4th item I got to pack up is this Babolat, great brand in tennis. Their rackets, their bags, their clothing all sells good. Found this at the bins. I just put it on my scale. It weighs 10 ounces, which means it cost me $1.30, and it sold for $43.75. And this took about a month to sell. Now this is 27 inches long, and with the new USPS surcharge for 14 bucks. So this can no longer go USPS. Used to be able to just join up to like 1092 boxes and it would work. So now I'm going to bubble wrap it. I'm going to put it on maybe a piece of cardboard over each side for a little better protection. And I'm going to put it in a vinyl poly bag and ship it UPS. Alright, so let's go through the hard goods. Again, this is for purposes of allowing whoever's watching this video and doesn't know what to look for in thrift stores or the bins, items, brands that sell. You know, I'm showing you comps, I'm showing you the product, why I picked it up. You know, pretty much all these things I comp out. I don't just buy things randomly hoping that they would sell. So let's start out. We got a hat, the brand Helly Hansen. Their logo is the double H. It's a very good like boating outdoor type clothing. I don't know if they make any kind of gear, but Helly Hansen, not big money, it's quality stuff, but Helly Hansen hat will sell. Hats are an easy wash, and you know, I might get 10 or 12 bucks for that. Cincinnati Reds baseball hat. This is a New Era MLB Authentic. It is made in USA. Fitted 30 inside, but again, that's an easy soak and wash, and this will look perfectly brand new. Maybe $15 to $20 hat. Howie Jim, great brand, and it's like surfwear, sunglasses, and so forth. I have sold their cases before. This is just an empty sunglass case, but I could probably get like a good 15 bucks for that. This is just a like a sink drain or a shower drain, and it's brass. Has an emblem of a bee, it looks like, underneath. I don't know what brand it is, but I've looked up brass sink, drains, and some of them sell like 40, 50 bucks. So with it being brass and this is solid, I'll have to do a little investigation on that logo. But again, at worst case, I spent $1 on it, and I might get 15, 20 bucks. Best case, I might get $40 for it. This is just a PlayStation, you can tell by the logos, and it is just a carry case for a controller. There's nothing in it. And I did look them up, and it might be a $10 item, but very lightweight, so minimal cost. Alright, this is probably the most expensive item I found, surprisingly. Just a little Nikon. It's a Coolpix. The model is A300, and it is a Wi-Fi camera. And this camera, it didn't have the charger, which is laying loose in the bin. But I think I have a charger for it, or I could order one probably for a few bucks. This camera, not working, is selling for 40 bucks. With the charger, this has a battery inside. No memory card, but I do have memory card, so I'll add one to it. And if I have a charger, I'll find it. Selling for about 80 bucks, upwards of $100. So this is a real cool find. Very lightweight as well. Alright, this is just a Kate Spade dust bag. Dust bag is something that either shoes or, in this case, pocketbooks or purses come in, and that they keep them from getting dust. And I have sold dust bags before. I have sold a Hermes one for $70, and I have sold other ones for $10. So this Kate Spade one, it's a really big one. So I'm thinking, I looked it up, and there was different variations. This one's, I didn't measure it, pretty big. It might be only like a $10, $15 one. This Coach, not sure what it is. Has a pen or pencil holder, and this has 2 slots. So I believe it was some kind of pad that was in there. It looks like it got, well, it's discolored, but that could be just from the paper. You can see the rings. So there was probably a pad in there. Seems to be legit. Stitching looks really well. The pattern, usually with fake Coach, the pattern won't be consistently even. It'll kind of like, these won't be as consistent as well as the stitching. So I haven't looked this up, but when I see small Coach things like this, I'll grab them. If I can get 15 bucks for it, I'll be happy. Baseball glove, Louisville Slugger. Has some writing on it. I could probably get most of it off, but I have sold them with writing before. No big deal. This is a 12.5 inch. The model is LPS 24D. And the only problem with it, always check all your stitching, make sure it's all there and complete. The only part that's bad is right here, the thumb ring inside, the thumb loop. Half of it got pulled in. You see it right here. But that's an easy fix. I just send like a paper clip through, hook it, pull it back out, tie it in a knot, and it'll be good to go. This item, eyeline putting alignment mirror. And I didn't know what this was. Obviously it was something for golf, but it seems just to be something to, it's a training device for golf and putting. It's a mirror. Okay comps. Again, very lightweight. Anything golf and training usually sells well. Rock band, they did have the drum set there. It was ripped up in pieces, so I didn't want to bother with it. But I always take the drum pedals because they always sell. And I've sold, you can see the ones that say the Beatles on it. And it's like a blue. Those sell good. I have sold this plain one before too, and usually get like 18, 20 bucks, I believe, from memory. Here's a small little backpack. The brand, the kind, good surfing brand. A little dirty, I'll give it a soak. Scrub it up, it'll look good. This I didn't really comp. I did look it up, but I couldn't find nothing similar. Only found bigger ones. But again, if I get 15 bucks on everything, these smaller items, you know, it's worth picking up for me. Not bad. Probably cost about $1.50. All right, the first pair is a pair of Brooks. These are women's, pure cadence 7, really good condition, no heel wear. Always check all your seams around the rubber. Give it a flex test. You don't want any split, or when you bend it, make sure nothing splits. Good condition. Barely any wear on the bottoms. They look really well. This one needs a wash, so I'm gonna have to scrub these, but other than that, they're good to go. The white, this will clean up all easily, as well as the gray. No heel wear. These have a little wear on the sole here, but not too bad. So worth to pick up at the bins. You know, if I had to pay $8 for these at like a regular Goodwill, maybe I'd pass. But for $2 at the bins, worth the pickup. And these are men's. Again, no separation around the seams, at the toes, no heel wear, and the treads look pretty good. They just look dirty, but that's a cleanup. Easy cleanup. These will look good as you go. Oops. And these are pretty big. These are size, who cares? But good pickup. And the last item is a ship's wheel. Now this is not a decorative wall hanger. This is an actual wheel from a sailboat. Solid wood. This could be like a cherry or a mahogany maybe. It's got a metal cap. And you can tell it's not a wall hanger because it doesn't have anything decorative for hanging. And you can tell it has for attaching to a steering wheel. So the lady only charged me $3 since it's kind of heavy. Anything heavy, they'll just give you like a flat rate instead of by weight. So it's charging me $3 for this. So worth to pick up. Some of these sell for $30, $40, $50. Some of these sell for $100. Some of them sell for multiple hundreds of dollars. So I don't see any kind of branding on this. So whenever that situation happens, list it high, best offer, and let it ride and see what happens. All right, that's a wrap. Hopefully you saw something, learned something, and you make yourself some money. Watch for the next video, which is going to have the clothing part of this haul. Thanks for watching.